I'm here with Lewis Packwood, and you've obviously got a book out.
I have, yeah. This is it, Curious Video Game Machines.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, so I spent a few years writing this, and it came out in November. It's all about rare and unusual consoles and computers, like some super rare stuff like the Super Cassette Vision Ladies from 1985 in Japan. Comes in a pink briefcase. And there's all sorts of other things like East German consoles and consoles made by hearing aid companies and all sorts of really weird, unusual stuff, but it took a lot of research.
Sounds interesting. So what's like the most unusual console you've got in here?
There's one called Time Traveler, which was a holographic arcade machine from 1991. That was made by Rick Dyer, who did Dragon's Lair in the early 80s. Yeah. And Rick Dyer, there's another console in there by Rick Dyer. He also made the RDI Halcyon, which is a Laserdisc console. But his company went bankrupt before it could come out. Now there's only about a dozen or so left in the world, so it's one of the rarest consoles.
Wow, Laserdisc console.
Yeah, I know. It was going to cost thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
so,
I bet.
Yeah. I do a kind of a bit of handheld stuff in here. There's the Microvision, which was like, I call it the grandfather to the Game Boy. It came out in 1979. And then I kind of directly inspired Game & Watch. The guys at Nintendo are in charge of making the Game Boy, which were fans of the Microvision.
Yeah,
so yeah.
So what inspired you to specifically focus on the sort of unusual consoles?
Well, I'm a freelance video game journalist, so I write for Retro Gamer and The Guardian and Edge and all sorts of places. So
nice.
All down the years I've kind of come across all these strange stories. And a few of them I've written about in individual articles, like the Casio Lupi, the console that printed stickers. But I kept finding more and more of these strange stories and realised that no one was really talking about them. There's nothing really about them in books. You know, mainstream histories of video games kind of tend to gloss over all of these odd machines. So I thought I wanted to kind of explore them in more depth.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I definitely think we need more of a sort of preservation. People preserving video games is definitely something I'm all for.
And the exciting thing, when I was writing this, I kept finding more and more that I've never heard of.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping I'm going to write a whole other book, because I've got more than enough to do a sequel.
Yeah, sure. Well, if people want to check you out online, do you want to give a shout out?
Yeah, well, you can find my work at lewispackwood.com, and you can find the book at the website Pen and Sword. It's been published by Pen and Sword. And it's also on Amazon and all good bookshops, so yeah.
Nice one. Thanks very much for talking to us.
Take care.
Cheers.
So I'm Rob Hewson. I run a company called Huey Games. Yeah. My dad ran a company called Hewson Consultants in the 1980s, which is a video game publisher. So
that's interesting.
We've got his book here and his ZX Spectrum stuff. But I've also got our range of collector's USB cassettes. So these are indie games, which you can play on PC, and they come in the form of a cassette USB. So it's a full numbered collection of games. We've got shoot-up games, we've got point-and-click adventures, platformers, all sorts of different kinds of games that you can kind of collect and have games, physical games on PC once again.
I was saying to you earlier, that's what really drew me to this stall, was like, I'm not a fan of like buying something on Steam and like just having it as a digital thing that's just there.
Yeah.
Which is why I think this is such a great idea, you know, especially just the aesthetics of having a cassette as well.
But even down to the old, you know, the case and the inlay. We've got fold-out inlays on these as well, so you've got all the kind of like artwork and the other thing about it is not only have they got the game on them, DRM free, so you know, you just plug and play. Also got special features, so a lot of them have got like art books, soundtrack albums, interviews with developers, things like that. So yeah,
that's really cool. Do you want to say a few words about the book then?
Yeah.
It's your dad's book.
This book is his story about how he started the company, interviews with the developers, all the way from Avalon on the Spectrum to Pinball Dreams and Pinball Fantasies. And this is his book, which is a ZX Spectrum machine code book, which originally released in 1983. This is a remastered version of it with a Spectrum Next chapter written by Jim Bagley. So, yeah, that's what we got here today.
Nice one. Thanks very much.
Cheers.
So I'm here with Mark, and we've got an art stall here.
Yeah, I have.
What's your Biglin graphics?
Yeah.
And you've got a pretty distinctive art style.
Thank you very much.
Nice sort of.
Well, I've taught technical drawing and graphics for 20 years. just down the road at Rotherham. When I packed it in, I had a good look at what everybody else was doing, and there was a couple of artists around at the time, one called the Retro Draftsman, and another person I can't remember, who were doing it as it should be done. As clean lines, third angle orthographic projection, British standard dimensioning. So there's no point copying what people are already doing. So it's a mixture of tech drawing and then putting 3D angles in, which you really shouldn't do in third angle orthographic projection, and then deciding to age and just stress it all in Photoshop so it looked really old and knackered.
It's kind of like
different
concept.
from everybody else's, yeah.
Would you say it's like concept art sort of?
A little bit more,
style,
yeah. And working from different images, you'll find a lot of artists will use Google, find images, do their paintings and drawings based on that. I use my iPad a lot. If there's a film or a TV show, I use my iPad and screenshot. And you can get really clear, crisp screenshots of different angles of things that you wouldn't normally see on Google. And then I use that as a source image to start to do my drawings from, so they look a bit different from other people's stuff as well.
Nice. So I hear you've recently done something for Judge Dredd.
I have, yeah. So I've picked it up and shared it around. I'm a big fan of 2000 AD and Judge Dredd, so naturally I hate this film. The moment he took his helmet off, that's it. Switched it off. But a gentleman from America got in contact with me, and he works for the Justice Department, and he owns Sylvester Stallone's bike from the film. And he sent me some pictures of it in the garage. And he goes around at conventions, talks to kids about law enforcement, and he asked if I could do a print for him, and he was going to pay for it. But because of what he was doing, I said I'd do it for him for free. So I've just sent a few over to him, and he's going to print some of his own out, and then give them out to kids at conventions in America.
Nice. So you're not a fan of the Sylvester Stallone movie?
I'm not, no.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I thought the one that came after it with Carl Urban, I thought that was really good.
Yeah, sure.
I really like that one. I mean, ask anybody anything about Judge Dredd, even though they don't know much about it. Oh, he's that one that never takes his helmet off.
Yeah, sure.
10 minutes into the film, helmet off. No.
I think it was one of these conventions I got a making of that film, Judge Dredd book. But it also had a lot of the comic stuff in it as well. So yeah, it's a really good book, is that. But I actually am a fan of the movie.
Maybe I'll need to watch it again. Maybe I do seem to remember the Angel. I quite like the way the Angel Gang was depicted in there. Angel Gang were pretty good, but a lot of the other bits.
It's the big robot for me. Like that robot is scary as hell.
That's something I need to get around to doing when I get a spare few minutes.
I'll be very interested to see
any of the ABC Warriors I think will look pretty good.
Are you more into like drawing stuff from films, or do you go more into the gaming side?
When I first started, I just steamed into my favourite films was the first thing I did. But I've been doing this 7 years now and just listen more and more to what people say on this side of the table. And over the last year, I've done more and more games-related stuff. And it sells more than anything at the moment. Today,
makes sense.
Today, Fallout Power Armor has sold more than any other print on the table.
Yeah,
and you'd expect it because it's a gaming thing. But when I do other comic cons that not just purely gaming, it's still the Fallout stuff, Zelda, One Piece, Howl's Moving Gold, all the Ghibli sort of stuff. Well, that all sells really, really well. Everyone expects you to come up to the table and say, "Oh, but it's Star Wars." No, it's not, mate. It's Fallout and Final Fantasy.
Yeah, thanks very much for talking to us. Yeah,
thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.